This part is the safety guide 218-7-2. It is a little trickier than it looks. It looks like a simple part, but it's not. So let me zoom. Let me choose to show you this. First, I want to talk about the dimensions and how there's things that you can see and learn from right here. We know from the last one this is a leader. We know this is extension line. We know this is a finish mark. This is one of those things that sometimes it has a number on it, and it tells you whether it's a rough finish or a mirror finish. There's notice here that there's a space. There should always be a space between your extension line and your object line, right? There should also be a space right around this right here. You try not to cross over your dimensions, but it's okay. If it happens from time to time, but if you can avoid it, you should. Okay. All right, so something here I want you to look at is that this right here, this 3 millimeters, the extension line, this goes out 0.12 or 3 millimeters, and it should always be shorter than whatever's in here. So if your number was too close and this 3 millimeters is longer than this inside here, you need to move your dimension out farther away from the part. All right, now that's the dimension stuff that you needed to know. Now, dimensioning style stuff you need to know. So this one though, this is where this gets tricky. This is only 0.5. This is 0.62. This is 0.75. So we have to make some decisions here on how we're going to handle this. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is start by doing this end down here. Nope, actually I'm going to start with this end down here because I know what that dimension is, right? And I know how wide those are, so I know what that one is. Then I'll do this part right here because I know what those are. I know the thickness of it, and I know what the width is. And then we'll add that last part in because we know where this end will be and then we know where that end will be once we've drawn it. Okay, so here we go. Let me get started here. I started doing this to test it out, and I'll just go ahead and hide that so I can start again. So when we start, I'm going to start on the top view here, new sketch, and I get right here, view normal 2, and I want to start probably with this arc on this end right here. So I'm going to start here like this and go like this, and I'm going to make my arc right here 0.88. It's probably actually 0.875 because that's a standard, but that's okay. That's 0.88. All right. Then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to draw a line from here up to about here, and then go up to here and come down to about here, go to here, and then close that. All right. So now I've got a finished part. I want to say that these two, this side and this side, are equal to one another. Did I not do that? Yeah, they're equal. And then do a dimension that says from this line to this line is 2.25. And then the length of this part right here was 3.5. So now I know what that is. I'm going to finish this sketch and I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to extrude it upward 0.5. I'll go up 0.5. Alright, I'm going to go back to that same plane right there. Right here, click a new sketch, new normal 2. So I created a new sketch for that part. Oops. Edit that sketch. I thought I did that view normal 2. So I got that. So now this other part is going to be relatively easy. Should be able to draw from there out to about here. And I'll do a vertical constraint between this and this. I didn't let me do that. Hold on. Vertical constraint. And this line and this line. Very interesting. Alright, try this one between here and that midpoint. Let me select it. Very easy, and we'll fix that one. So sometimes, and I don't mind showing things like that happen because sometimes things don't work in your favor. And that one didn't. It should have done that, but it didn't. And we'll just move on. We'll finish that sketch and extrude this one upwards 0.75. No, it's 1.25. That goes up. Yep. Finish that sketch, still all in one part. We'll go back to this plane again. New sketch. View, normal to the plane. I'm I'm not a fan of not drawing straight. Alright, so this one, I'm going to add this right here, and I'm going to assume the same thing would happen again. So I'll do this one, and it was 2.25. So I'll add that, and then put a dimension on that goes from this endpoint to this endpoint. That was 6.5. So now we know what that is. Alright, so we finished that sketch. I'm going to click on this one this time just to move it so I can see what's going on. And this one extrudes to 0.62. It's probably 0.625, but 2 decimal places is fair enough. Alright, so now I'm going to go on to this plane right here, click in New Sketch, and normal to that plane because I want to. I'm going to put a point right here, and I'm going to dimension that point. And from this end point, right, I want to dimension that from this end point to there, and that is going to be 3.5 plus 1.8. All right. So there, finished that sketch, and then I'm going to do the whole command. Oops, finish the sketch, do the whole command, and we're going to drill a hole through this 0.75. Oops, there it is right there. 0.75, not a counterbore, it's a simple hole. Click on this, we got a 0.75 hole that goes through. Alright. Then I'm going to do a fillet on this end here. And the fillet radius is 0.25. 0.25 there. So I'll put a 0.25 here and a 0.25 there. Rounds those corners up a little bit. And then we're going to add another fillet, 0.25 radius right in here. And then we'll finish that one because we have to add another fillet right here that's 0.12. 0.12. And that goes across the top right there. Alright, so let's see. That should be our part. We're getting ready to make the drawing. Let's do it. Let's start by doing 1/8 inch. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and start putting some dimensions on. And it's fair to do the dimensions that were on the part already. So I'm going to right click on this and hide the tangents, show the hiddens. Right click on this, hide the tangents, show the hiddens. That's exactly how it should be. Right click, hide the tangents, show the hiddens. Alright, so that's an interesting view right there because you can see the difference in there, the difference in those heights. Okay, so let's start by putting on the center point right here. I thought I just did that. Maybe I didn't. Alright, so then we'll start by putting dimension on that goes from, say, here to here. That's 0.125. It's okay to change that to 2 decimal places. It makes it a little cheaper. And it's okay if that rounds that up. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Put that one on there, and I'll add this radius right here. Add it right here because I think that looks good. Alright, put a dimension on that goes from this end point to right here. And that's only important to put it there because of the location of this thing right here, like that. Now that's why it's important. You would normally put it down here where that feature is dominant, but it's okay in this case to leave that like that. So we'll put a 0.75 here. Oh, it looks like I missed that radius on there. So we'll go back here, and I must have just forgot to check the 0.125. 1, 2, this, and then check that. Alright, so now when I go back over here, this should be taken care of when I click this button. Yeah, so that's okay. So now when I click that, it should come. Ooh! I'll delete this, and I'm going to do another dimension that goes from that line to this line. Notice it leaves those gaps right there, as it should. So then I'll put a dimension on this radius right there, dimension on this radius right here. I'm going to do one that tells us how thick the part is here, and how thick the part is here. I also want to do one that goes from this line to this line that tells us what the overall height is. Looks like I forgot to add the center lines there. The center line would be right there on that point, so you don't need to do that, but I will do one right here, so we can see how that all lines up. Alright, now, I believe that is all the dimensions that we need. You could potentially have put this one right here over on this view, and it would have been fine. You would know the overall height that way. Alright, so it was a little, ooh, look. Sometimes you gotta catch me. Sometimes you gotta catch me. And we'll add that right there, and this one, we'll change this to say space THRU. We'll put the cap lock on THRU. And then we'll put here that this is radius. And you can do 2x to say it happens 2 times. 2x. Alright. Alright, so that should be our part. I'm going to change my part number here to, my part name to safety guide, and change my part number to 218-7-2. Alright, zoom to the extent by double clicking the mouse wheel, and we shall move on.